Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and the game we're going to talk about today is Megaman Maverick Hunter X for the PSP. So I remember back in 2005, I purchased the PSP like a month after it came out, and then when I heard Megaman X was going to be remastered with anime scenes for the PSP, I was like, holy shit man, they're going to remake Megaman X! Like Megaman X4! So I remember I went to my local Game Crazy before it closed and put down $29.99 on it because that's what Capcom was selling it for at the time. And then I remember in 2006 when I went to go pick up the game, Capcom decided to bump up the price to $39.99. I was like, okay, fine, you get another $10, but still, that's a bit of a dickish move. So Megaman Maverick Hunter X is a retelling of the first Mega Man X, but this time in a bit of a larger scope. Yeah, you get to see Mega Man X and Zero actually interact with other Maverick Hunters, and you actually get to see Sigma as the Maverick Hunter leader. Although this is a retelling of the original Mega Man X, Capcom actually puts in a couple of differences, so it's not quite the exact same experience. Like this time at the beginning of the game, you can actually fight Vial and win, although you don't really win and it still plays out like the SNES version. Although the layouts of the stages are very similar to the original game, they actually move around a lot of stuff. They move around a lot of Dr. Light's capsule locations. Actually, what is pretty cool, the Mavericks, when you fight them, actually have personalities. Like, some of the Mavericks are like, I'm gonna kill you, X! Or Storm Eagle is like, I'm sorry, X. I have to do this. I'm under Sigma's control.
Forgive me, X.
And there's Launch Octopus, who's kind of an artist.
How dare you call my artistic battle style by that name?
X, why did you ruin my beautiful painting? Although the stages that go through the biggest change are the Sigma stages. Like, the second stage actually has a lot of underground parts, while in the original it's mostly above ground. And actually what is really cool about this game is you get to save the fireball. Like, getting the fireball is pretty much almost the same like in the original, although you have to get through the entire stage 5 times without getting hit and collecting the energy capsule, although it gets pretty tough at first. But once you get the hang of it, you can get through Armored Armadillo stage without getting hit once. Although the thing I really don't like about this game is the X-Buster takes a lot of time to charge. Like, it feels like it takes longer than it does in the original. Like, you have to charge it up and wait for X to go, yeah! And then you can fire it, but it takes like 5 to 4 seconds. Like, it takes forever to charge this in the heat of battle. And actually what is pretty cool about this game, the anime sequences are actually animated by the same company that did the Mega Man X4 animation. I'll put the name over here. And the voice acting is really good for the most part, although I do think X's voice actor really overacts in the battle with Sigma. He's like, Sigma! How dare you do this?
I will defeat you, Sigma!
Oh yeah, the voice acting is a lot better than Mega Man X4 by far. And also, when you beat the game, you get the anime OVA Day of Sigma special, which actually shows an alternate death for Dr. Kane. Although Dr. Kane is clearly alive in X2 and 3. And also what is cool, when you beat the game, you actually unlock Vial Mode, where you get to play the entire game as Vial, which is really, really awesome. And it does add a lot more challenge to the game, because Vial doesn't really get the Maverick weapons, he just gets his own types of weapons. And actually what is pretty cool, he beats the shit out of X and Zero. So Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, it's definitely a very, very good remake of the original, although I still preferred the original a lot more. Although the anime scenes are really awesome, I do prefer the original because I felt the original was definitely a lot more emotional in a way. I think the music in the remake for Maverick Hunter X was a bit more subdued. Like, I felt more emotional when Zero died in Mega Man X1 rather than how he died in Maverick Hunter X, and I do think the ending for the original was a lot more emotional than Maverick Hunter X. I mean, it's really cool that the ending is Dr. Light's message to the world, although I do prefer the ending with Mega Man X standing on the cliff and feeling emotional after the battle was over. Although I do have to say the Day of Sigma anime OVA is definitely worth the admission price. So yeah, you can get this game on the PSP for very cheap on eBay, and it's also available digitally to play on the PS Vita, which I definitely recommend. So that ends this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about Mega Man Maverick Hunter X for the PSP, and if you have any memories about this game, make sure to leave those in the comments below. Take care. Hey guys, want to support us? You can support us at patreon.com/BattleGeekPlus, because every dollar helps us bring you a better show.